How's everybody doing? We're gonna make biscuits and sausage tonight. I say we, Shannon's gonna do it. So, I'm just getting things a little ready for her. Those lights. There you go. It's like some good sausage. Yeah, sausage and biscuits. Gravy. Okay, all right.
You want me to wrap and you want?
Yeah, you can. You want me to take it off this for you?
Sure. You want these in the freezer, Ed?
I gotta get a bag for them, so I'll take care of it. Put it right this way. Right?
Oh. Yeah. Is that the Italian sausage?
Yeah. Here's Shannon.
Hi everybody. I'm gonna try to make something I haven't tried before tonight. We're gonna have sausage and biscuits. There was a restaurant back in the day, it was Hardy's, I think it was a national chain, and one of the things that they had on their menu was actually biscuits and gravy. It always sounded good to me, however, I always avoided it. It always sounded like something that wasn't very healthy. Anyways, I've gotten to an age where I don't actually pay attention to that stuff quite as much. So tonight we're actually going to try to make some homemade baking powder biscuits along with the gravy and biscuits for dinner. So it's kind of a different twist. We're going to have breakfast for dinner. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pre-measure my ingredients, and I will get back to you in just a little interesting story about life at Ed's. So when I moved in with Ed, I thought it was actually interesting that when I took out flour, I thought it was just going to be kind of a normal thing to do, right? People either have a canister for it, they have a certain spot, they have some sort of storage. Ed actually has kind of an interesting method. He actually uses a Publix bag to do the final closure. And when you get to the knot part, it's a very specific kind of knot that he uses. Anyways, this is a skill I have mastered since I've been living here. I'm quite proud of myself. And since we're going to be using that later on, for the gravy part of it, we'll keep that out. Tablespoon of baking powder, So this is where it gets a little more interesting. I've got the 4 tablespoons of butter. As I said, we're cutting this recipe in half. Actually, it's 3 tablespoons of butter. Using a box grater. In this case, we actually have just a single-sided grater. And then we're going to cut our butter into our flour mixture. Gives it kind of a mealy texture. We actually took the dry ingredients earlier and I just whisked those together so that they were all well combined. And then to this mixture, as you can see, it kind of looks like this. I'm going to, in this case, I'm just using whole milk. And just mix it up. Okay, we're going to just kind of form that into a ball. Going to lightly dust our countertop here and we'll get rolling. Okay, so it says to knead this but not to over knead it. Hey everybody, we're back. We decided to just kind of change it up a little bit. We wanted the thicker biscuits. So we're going to actually, since this is kind of our entree for our meal tonight, we're just actually going to make 2 large biscuits. So anyways, I think that this will work just fine. We've got that in there. And right now we're waiting for the oven to heat up. You can actually start it up at 375. It'll cook for about 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to get the stuff ready. Well, not the stuff. I'm going to prepare the sausage gravy mix, and it needs to be ready in about half an hour. See you soon.
You have to get to the fridge? You have milk. Okay, where are you gonna move the camera if you need to?
Look better?
Huh?
That'll be better, right?
Oh, you're not gonna do the gravy yet? Oh, I
Yeah.
started the camera already.
Oh,
Well, get all your stuff together
Yep.
that you need.
now we use our cast iron pan. It's been kind enough to do the preheat. We've got that on medium. So we're gonna go ahead. I think he actually spritzed it before I got into this with just a little bit of olive oil. So we are good to go. Do most of you folks cook with cast iron occasionally? I've heard different things about the whole oiling process with that. Okay, it was over there before.
The bitter.
Joint effort here at the kitchen. This is a first for both of us, so we're going to try to make this as nice as possible, folks. This is going to be video worthy, okay.
Got it?
Okay, we put the biscuits in for just a couple more minutes. They didn't look quite done to me. So we'll check it again, see where things are at. What do you think, Ed? Are they ready?
It'll be soft. I can't. You gotta put them down. You can't. Put them down. Put them down on the stove. Yeah.
Good?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
folks.
good. Yeah.
So it looks like this is kind of the end result. We're hopeful this is right. It's about 12 minutes at 425. Okay, so now we're heading on to this part of it.
And, you know, you don't want to throw out the flavor of the gravy. This looks good.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, well, if we're still on and you're still with us, thank you. We've actually kind of gone back and forth with a couple of things. So to say the very least, this is going to be an interesting video, but I think it will be good. Okay, so to the half a pound of sausage, we added, I'm kind of confused with everything. We added our milk, we added our flour, and now it looks like it's actually thickening quite nicely, so probably did the right thing.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper to taste. This is a household, we don't use a lot of salt. Anyways, okay.
Look at the green beans.
How's that looking so far, folks? Again, like I said, this is the first. My only recollection of sausage and biscuits or when my son used to go to Hardee's, his dad used to like it. I've never had it, so I always thought it sounded good. So we shall see what tonight's video, how it all turns out. Okay. I actually think it looks pretty good. So. A little bit of salt and pepper to this, and we should be good to go. We're actually going to have some green beans, kind of like our vegetables with our meals, so stay tuned. We'll get back to you when we've got everything kind of served up. We're ready to eat, and then we'll give you our final critique after we're done here. Okay? Thanks, folks. Hang in there. Okay, folks, back again. Okay, I think we made it happen. As I said, the end result was that Ed and I, since it was just the two of us eating tonight, cut the recipe in half. We made kind of the larger biscuits, which whole recipe makes 6. We decided just to make 2 since this is our meal for the evening. We made our biscuits, and we've done our gravy mix. That was actually quite easy. It took all of about 10 minutes, and that was from start to finish. So everything looks good so far. It smells good. And along with that, we're actually going to have some green beans. It should be a nice meal, quick and easy, and pretty economical too. So had a little bit of butter left over from our meal. We'll just add that to it. Should be nice. And what the recipe suggests is actually splitting these biscuits in half. Always seems strange to me even now. Just to be able to put hot things on the countertop. Anyways, okay, what do you think, Ed? Should we split these? Should we do what the recipe says, or should we do it, just put everything on top?
I want mine right on top.
Okay, I'm gonna let Ed, he does a nice job with the presentation.
No.
He's gonna let me do it. Okay.
You're the creator.
Okay, so we decided we're not gonna split it. We're just gonna go ahead and spoon it over the top like so.
Are you going to split yours?
No.
No.
And this looks like this is going to actually be plenty of food. Yeah, unless Ed wants extra, it looks like we actually have a little bit of the gravy mix left.
Yeah.
You want some extra, Ed? Let's see, this is kind of what the finished product looks like. It smells really good. I don't know, I'm kind of a breakfast sausage fan, so I'm expecting that I'll really like this. And I'm decided to have some green beans with this. These for a nice presentation. Okay, folks, as they say, the proof is in the pudding. So we shall see how it actually turns out tonight. Okay? Pardon my hair. Pardon my shirt. Ed informed me that I have flour all over my shirt. So I figure flour, right? Not a bad thing. Okay. Anyways, nice spending time with you folks, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Have a great night. And don't forget, like and subscribe. We love our listeners and subscribers. Thank you.